So this is a funny thing. So to give an example of how the Republicans really banded together amidst their differences, you have the Tenure of Office Act. If you're familiar.
Oh, yeah, no one's familiar with it because the Republicans made it up to get Johnson out.
Okay. Well, it basically you can't fire anyone in your cabinet unless Congress approves of it 1st. That's kind of like the basic gist of it. And so, Secretary of War, who is a huge pain in the butt for Johnson, Johnson tries to go, or he doesn't want to fire him because he can't because Congress isn't going to allow it. And he knows he'll be impeached if he just fires him. So he finds a middle ground. He doesn't fire him, but he suspends him
indefinitely.
And this is when Congress isn't in session. So it's like a weird...
What a weasel.
Yeah, and trying to create a loophole that like doesn't really feel like it's going to hold up.
You're not that guy, Andrew.
Yeah,
You're
so
not that guy.
And his idea is he has someone else he wants to replace. And so by the time Congress gets back in session, Andrew Stanton actually comes back because he thinks, oh, well, I'm only suspended until Congress comes back. And so he comes back, and his replacement, Lorenzo Thomas, is who Johnson hires. Doesn't matter. Just some crony weasel for Johnson, dude. I guess, yeah. Is already there, and there's this huge fight about, what are you doing in my office?
Your office is my office. Right. You were fired. I was suspended.
Yeah. And then, it's just like the most older man. Why does this happen in our country? It's just such a weird thing.
And they get in a fist fight over a desk.
Yeah. So he's fired. And so they decide that they're going to impeach him because they didn't want to leave it. Congress didn't want to leave it as a suspension because then, it would just go up to the Supreme Court. Yeah. And then the Supreme Court would decide is this thing really attainable? Should we just get rid of it? And they didn't want to risk that. So they allowed Johnson to just still go through firing him. That way, then they had dirt on him to impeach him. And so crony political stuff.
Which again, impeachment is for high crimes and misdemeanors.
Yes.
So a high crime is like treason, and then misdemeanor is just like speeding is a misdemeanor. So
you're right,
it runs the gamut from
can really
betraying the country,
right,
and stuff that we don't like that's technically illegal.
Yeah, you can have grounds to impeach any president.
Yes,
aside George Washington, probably.
Yeah, basically. And the key thing too is because especially nowadays, impeachment gets bandied about like it means something. It doesn't mean nothing, because having essentially the country say that we don't want you to be president anymore, that's significant. Morally, psychologically, politically, it's important. But the real thing is removal of office. So Congress, the House of Representatives, has the power of impeachment. And it basically, they would like a vote of no confidence. We don't want you to be in charge anymore. You have violated the terms of your oath. You're not a good president. You're not doing your job. So you're fired. Congress votes, and with 2/3 majority, they can impeach the president. Then the articles of impeachment go to the Senate. The Senate votes to actually remove the president from office. And then
they debate. It's like a whole trial.
It's a trial. It's a court case, essentially. And then they vote to remove him from office. So that is the serious part where you are actually fired. And I don't know what happens. You just leave. Yeah. Just pack your shit.
It's never been happened before.
Honey, I'm not the president anymore. Get a box.
You come back. I thought this was my office.
No, that's you were impeached. You were removed. No, I was just impeached. Again, it's just nerds. It's nerd fighting.
Yes.
It's nerds fighting.
Yeah, I mean, this was definitely not... And so they had the votes, Senate had the votes to remove him from office, and they ended up not doing that. And he ends up being able to stay based off of one vote. One vote kept him in. And the reason why they decided to flake out on it last minute was two main reasons. One, they didn't want that to set a really terrible precedent to where, because for something to get impeached for, with as awful as a president he is, just firing some guy he doesn't like is just not great grounds to go through.
To remove the president of the United States, that level of actual lasting pettiness is destructive to the country. Because you can do that for anything.
There's the side of the whole point of the Republican Party is they're trying to preserve the Union. And so by just,
Not you.
yeah, kicking your own president out as you're trying to get the other states that are still haven't come back into the Union back in.
Hey guys, we're
Not
stable.
great.
We
You're
just
right.
fired the
Yeah.
president, though.
Maybe a Civil War Part 2.
Yeah.
This time it's personal.
It is personal. This time it's clerical.
Yeah.
It's my desk.
This time it's political. So then the second reason was, at this point, if he got impeached because he was the vice president, now we know now it would be the House of Representatives majority leader.
Yeah.
At this time, though, before that was actually ratified, it would have been the Senate leader, who was this guy Benjamin Wade, and he's kind of just like a know nothing, like whatever guy. But he's only important here because he is super radical, like way too, like Thaddeus Stevens is like too much in the middle, basically. And so Republicans think, oh wow, if Benjamin Wade ends up stepping in as president, we are not going to win in 68.
We're done.
Yeah, so the Democrat is going to take over. And so they decide to just call it off and just hunker down and cross their arms and wait it out until they can get Grant in.
And they do, because once you are impeached and almost removed from office, only saving your skin by one vote, you're not getting anything done.
Yeah.
You are done. Which honestly, like, not a shame, because I don't want to say he earned it, but like Johnson worked his way up from literally nothing and held like every major political office
Yeah, he was
on the road to the
started as
presidency.
a tailor.
Yeah.
And then
He was an indentured servant.
Yeah, right. And with his political career, yeah, he was a House representative and a senator, and I think
He was the governor
yeah,
of
governor
Tennessee.
of Tennessee also. So someone who climbed the ladder of just the political ring, and then
crapped the bed at the top.
yeah,
That's a theme. There's something about the presidency, man. You could be great. It's like into the major leagues. You could be great in high school, great in college, AA, AAA. You get to the big leagues, just can't. It doesn't mean that you're a bad baseball player. You're just not to the level where you need to be to play here. And yeah, it has broken greater men than Andrew Johnson.
he does try to still run, and
No.
the Democratic Party doesn't even they primary him. So
Come on, guys, I hate black people. Yeah, no, a little too much for effectiveness.
Yeah.
Actually.
you need to be smart if you're going to hate black people.
You have to do it quietly.
Yeah.
Here, put on this uniform.
Yeah.
Got a pointy hat.
There you go. Yep. Well, it's funny because the Klan came from Tennessee, which was his state, so it's just more gasoline on the fire of his reputation.
Gasoline on the fire. It's time for Johnson to leave.
I will say his one. I don't know where I heard this. I've known this for a while for some reason, but he did get us Alaska, so that's his big achievement.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've never been to Alaska. I hear it's nice. Parts of it.
I don't think much of it is livable, but
No, maybe that's why it's so nice.
just in the very southern part of the.
It's essentially like Russia Junior.
Yeah. But that's it. I think we.
That's it. Let's never speak of him again.
There
Bye.
you go.
Episode over.
Yes.
Bye.
Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you.
We'll talk about an actual president next week.
Yeah. Someone who at least tried.
You tried.
All right.